Question number 20 says, this ABCD is a rhombus and PQR are midpoints of the three sides of this rhombus, and we are supposed to prove that PQ is perpendicular to QR. For that, there is a hint also given that we should join AC and BD, which happen to be the diagonals of the rhombus, due to which the intersection points are L, M and N. See, this is a very simple proof. You see, in triangle ABC, we have PQ is parallel to AC, and therefore we can comfortably, no, we can't say that they are parallel. It has been given that P and Q are midpoints of this AB and BC. Therefore, once they are midpoints, they will be obviously parallel to the third side. And from these two parallel lines proof by the midpoint theorem, we also have LQ is part of PQ and MN is part of AC. Therefore, these two appear, LQ is parallel to MN has been established here. On similar lines, we can take this triangle BCD with QR as the two midpoints, and same thing applies to this triangle, and therefore this is parallel to QR. That was also established. From that, we can conclude that this being part of QN being part of QR and LM is part of BD, we have LM parallel this QN. Once LQ and MN are parallel and LM and QN are parallel, then this LQ and M is a parallelogram that has been proved and obtained. The same things have been presented here in these two things, and from that we have these two parallel things, and hence LM and Q is a parallelogram has been proved. Since ABCD is a rhombus, we know that the diagonals of a rhombus intersect at the center perpendicularly. Therefore, this being 90 degrees, this is the property of the rhombus, and in LM and Q we have one angle 90, and once this is established, being a parallelogram, angle N will be also 90, and L and Q also would be 90, and hence we can comfortably say that PQ is perpendicular to QR, hence proved, and the same has been presented here, hence proved.